There are two versions of Migaku. This video will show you the differences between them and explain why I choose to use the Legacy version. If you want to follow along with any of my guides using Migaku, you'll also need the Legacy extension as well. Follow my link in the description or scan this QR code and it will allow you to download the Legacy extension right here very quickly. It's also an affiliate link so you get a free month off. Right, so why are there two versions of Migaku? It actually has all to do with Chrome. Remember those news articles from last year saying Chrome is going to be removing ad blocks by 2023? Yeah, so what that is Chrome has this update called Manifest v3. Manifest v3 breaks a lot of Chrome extensions, ad blocks and Migaku included. For the people making these extensions, they have two options. Either update the existing add-on to work with Manifest v3, or completely start from scratch. The devs at Migaku decided to go with the latter. The reason for this choice is because the original Legacy add-on was basically made by Yoga himself. But as the team expanded, they also wanted to make it easier for each person to make updates, and thus starting fresh allows them to do just that. As of now, there are still some features that the Legacy version can do that the new version can't, but they promise to have all the features of the Legacy version ported to the new version before Manifest v3 is fully pushed out by the end of the year. At least that's what I've been told. Okay, let's compare the features of both versions. First of all, let's take a look at a page with text. When I run Migaku with the Legacy extension, all of the text becomes various colors to indicate their pitch accent pattern. I also get various colored lines to indicate the learning status of the words. I can mouse over any word and press Shift to look up the definition. I can press this button to see a graph that will show how much of the site I understand. And most importantly, I can batch export all unknown words with a few clicks. And now over here in the new version, you can see we still have the pitch graph colors, you just have to enable them from up here. The comprehension graph can be seen by mousing up over here. You can press Shift to look up words as expected. In fact, the quick dictionary is even better in the new version because you can instantly look up multiple different audios, you can find images, a bunch of example sentences in case the one in the article is not good. You can even have GPT explain this word to you, but something's just wrong with mine right now. And you can find external resources to other dictionaries too. However, the one thing that the new version cannot do, which was the most important thing that the Legacy version could do, is batch export cards. The only option in the new version is to click on each individual word and create these cards individually. To sum it up, when working with pages of text, here are the pros and cons of each version. Now, in the second use case, and in my opinion, this feature itself is so big that it becomes the sole reason to get Migaku, is the ability to batch create high quality cards from videos. In the Legacy version of Migaku, we can use the Migaku player to import videos and subtitles, have Migaku scan the entire thing, display how much we understand, look up unknown words on the fly, and again, most importantly, batch create cards with only one word we don't understand. This includes the native speaker audio from the video, the word itself, the sentence, the definition, and either a screenshot of the video or an image off Google. Doing this with just one episode of anime, for example, could automatically produce hundreds of high-quality cards in one click that are all immediately relevant to you. Now, the new version, as of this video, does not have a Migaku player, so you can't do any of what I just said. That being said, both versions of Migaku do work on web-based video players like YouTube or Netflix. In the Legacy version, it works exactly the same way as the Migaku player. And for the new version, it's here that we can finally batch generate cards. In summary, when it comes to video players, here are the pros and cons of each version. Alright, quick blast of other features that we can compare. The Legacy version has the Migaku reader and the Migaku clipboard. The new version only has the clipboard but no reader. I don't really use either of these features, so I can't comment any further on this. The new version has ChatGPT support, so you can auto-generate a lot of these fields. However, I don't really like GPT when it comes to Japanese because it's very unreliable. And also, if you have all your dictionaries set up properly, you wouldn't need these filled in. And also, there are many resources you could go to first that are far better than GPT. The legacy version does not have ChatGPT support. The new version also allows for one-button instant card creation, so you don't have to faff around with sending it to the card creator and then making a card from there. So this is a tool for single card creation as opposed to batch card creation, which is Migaku's forte. So the competitor here is actually Yomitan, which is free. With Migaku, you can get auto-generated sentence audio, auto-filled Google images or a screenshot, as well as auto-translation, all in one click, which is something that Yomitan can't do. But Yomitan can generate pitch graphs and the kana reading, which is something Migaku can't do. Furthermore, Migaku requires you to parse the whole page, which is just a little bit laggy, while Yomitan works before the page is even fully loaded. Oh, and you need the Migaku application open before you can even parse, which is just another step. Overall, the quality of cards mined from Migaku are certainly higher and saves more time as you don't have to go to another site to generate the sentence audio or grab the image. The only thing you would need to do is generate the pitch graph, which is something that can be accomplished in Anki very easily anyway. However, since Yomitan can work more spontaneously, I find myself using Yomitan for single card mining more than Migaku. Legacy actually has this feature as well if you check this box over here, but in this case, it's actually the weakest of the three as it can't generate sentence audio like the new version can. So which version should you use? Well, it depends on what you'll be mining, and in this next video, I'll cover the best ways to mine from a variety of media from games to books to videos, etc. So click this video next to watch now.